While the war in Ukraine, along with the upcoming Nato summit, these are expected to dominate discussions. When US President Joe Biden meets Prime Minister Rishi Sunak in London today, this trip comes on the back of that controversial decision by Washington to supply Ukraine with cluster munitions. And for more on Biden's visit, here's DD India's correspondent Stuart Smith from London.
The White House says the brief visit is designed to further strengthen the close relationship between the US and UK. The focus for Prime Minister Rishi Sunak will be on the Atlantic Declaration, an agreement forged last month in Washington. It's designed to lower trade barriers, strengthen data protections, and improve defence industry collaboration. Ahead of the NATO summit in Lithuania, the Prime Minister may bring up the US plan to provide cluster bombs to Ukraine, something the UK and over 100 other countries have outlawed. But the UK government has not publicly criticised the US for considering supplying such weapons. The UK Prime Minister last week described Britain as Europe's leading NATO ally and the most important trade, defence and diplomatic partner for the United States. This visit will also bring President Biden and King Charles together to talk about one of the King's biggest priorities, climate change, which they'll discuss at Windsor Castle. Joe Biden is a prickly figure, though, for largely the right-wing press here, as well as some Conservative politicians. They accuse him of being anti-Britain after a string of perceived slights. His absence at the King's coronation, comments he's made about Ireland's relationship to the UK, and the belief that Joe Biden blocked the candidacy of UK Defence Secretary Ben Wallace for NATO's top job, with the current Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg looking to step down next year. Downing Street, though, says it looks forward to welcoming President Biden to the UK, after which the US President will head to Lithuania for the NATO Leaders Summit, where Ukraine's potential membership and Sweden's attempt to join will be key points for debate. Stuart Smith in London, reporting for DD India.
In one of its largest defence export deals, Australia